3,000 years ago, in ancient India, a boy cut off his own thumb. Not by accident, not by force, he did it willingly, with his own hands. His name was Eklavya, and he was without a question one of the greatest archers who ever lived. Better than Arjuna, better than every student in the Royal Academy. And that, exactly that, is what destroyed him. Ekalavya made one fatal mistake. He got so good, so undeniably, visibly, dangerously good that his teacher Dronacharya felt something. Not pride, threat. And the moment a powerful man feels threatened by you, your life changes. Not tomorrow, not gradually, immediately. Dronacharya asked for his thumb as Guru Dakshina, the price of outshining the master. This is not just mythology. This is happening right now in your office, in your city, in your life. And most of you don't even know that you're Ekalavya. Robert Greene wrote it in 1998. Law number 1: never outshine the master. But here's what nobody tells you. Chanakya wrote the same thing in Arthashastra 2300 years ago, even before Robert Greene was born. Never make your king feel inferior. The servant who outshines his master will not remain a servant for long. He will become an enemy. This is not a Western idea. The wisdom was born right here in India, in our soil, in our roots, in our stories. We just forgot to talk about it. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. You've always been told your whole life that work hard, be the best, stand out, shine brighter. Your teachers said it, your parents said it, every motivational poster in every school corridor said it. And they were not wrong, but they only gave you half the truth. The other half, the half nobody teaches you, is this: where you shine matters more than how bright you shine. Shine in the right direction and you will be indispensable. Shine in the wrong direction at the wrong people and you become a threat. And threats get eliminated every single time. And here's the part that will make sense completely only by the end of this video. See, being great and making others feel greater are not actually opposites. In the hands of some of the most powerful people in history, they are the same move. I'll be very honest with you. I didn't know this law either. There was actually a point in my life where I genuinely believed that the most prepared, the most vocal, the most visible person in the room was always the right move. I thought visibility was the same as power. It's actually not. Visibility without awareness is just a faster way to make the wrong enemies. I learned that the hard way, and I don't want you to learn it in the same way I did. And let me be very honest, folks, the people who understood this law didn't just survive, they built empires. And the proof is sitting right here in our own history. Look at Dhirubhai Ambani. When he started Reliance, he was nobody, a petrol pump worker from Chowad, Gujarat. He walked into a room with men who had more power, more money, more connections than he could possibly imagine. Let me ask you one simple question. Did he walk in trying to be the smartest person in that room? No. He walked in, making them feel like the smartest person in the room. He made powerful men feel seen, respected, superior. And in return, they opened doors that should have permanently been closed for a man like him. That is not weakness. That is the most sophisticated power move in the history of Indian business. Now look at Ratan Tata. He takes over as chairman. The old guard of Tata, a group of powerful veterans who were actually building these companies for decades, they suddenly felt the ground shift. A lesser man would have actually walked in asserting authority, proving intelligence, showing everyone exactly who is in charge. Ratan Tata did the opposite. For 2 years, he asked questions instead of giving answers. He listened in meetings where he could have easily dominated the conversation. He made every powerful veteran feel that their decades of wisdom were being honored, not replaced. And quietly, without a single confrontation, he restructured one of the largest empires in the Indian history. Not by outshining the masters in the room, by making every single one of them feel like they were part of building something bigger, better. That is this law at its highest level. Let me make this even closer. Imagine a 26-year-old, fresh MBA graduate, possibly from one of the best colleges in India, IIM Ahmedabad. He joins a mid sized company. He enters the company, and in the first week, he proposes a restructure to entirely audit the sales reporting system that his manager had built for over 6 years. What he does next, he sends the new version directly to the vice president, copies everyone in the email. The new system was genuinely better. Everybody in the company knew it, including the manager. 3 months later, that 26-year-old was transferred to a regional role in a city he had never asked for. No arguments, no confrontation, just a quiet, invisible decision made by a man who smiled at him every single morning. This is not a story I read somewhere. This is something happening in every office in this country every single week. Talent is actually not the problem, awareness is. Now, here's what the law is actually telling you. And this is also the part for folks, even those who have read 48 Laws of Power, completely miss. This law does not tell you to be mediocre, it does not tell you to shrink, it does not tell you to make yourself small. It tells you something far more dangerous. Master the art of making your success feel like their victory. When you achieve something extraordinary, make your boss feel like they built you. Make your mentor feel like they created you. Make the powerful feel like you are their best decision. That is not fake. That is not weakness like some people call it. That is just emotional intelligence operating at a level where most people can never ever reach. Eklavya failed not because he was too good. He failed because he let his greatness make somebody else feel lesser. Your job is to be great and make the people above you feel greater. That is the real law. 3000 years of Indian wisdom, 48 laws of power, one brutal truth. The world does not reward the most talented. Unfortunately, it rewards the most aware. Eklavya was one of the greatest archers in Indian history. Nobody remembers him as a champion. They remember him as a lesson. Don't be the lesson. Be the one who learnt it. And if you think that this is the only law working against you right now, wait until Monday. See you, folks.